Hi. Bricks, pipes, and creased blue suits. I'm wearing pants. Last month I did an acting short course at Lambda, which is one of the best acting schools in the UK. Like, I did a 5-day course I didn't have to audition for, about like getting an introduction for actor training. And I learned a lot about acting, about techniques, about preparing, about monologue work, about auditioning. I mean, it was great, and the money, which was a lot, was worth it for me. And I know I really want to do the acting degree. I'm sure now, because it's exactly what I imagined. The next thing that was great was the people. I made great, I met great people. Like, they were all very confident with themselves. Some of them really had like a almost finished character. It was great to talk to people being confident and not very judgy or embarrassed. So that was great, and it made socializing very, very easy. So thank you. Because I was scared about that a lot. I wasn't that confident because I was scared ton. I think actually confident, like if you're confident with yourself, you're not that easily embarrassed. I learned that like through the last year of thinking about doing acting professionally and actually seriously thinking about the actor mindset. I hope you know what I mean. I still have to practice not looking at myself in the character, but actually the camera. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. But also, I think that led to me being less funny, or at least I'm making less, like not that many jokes, because I don't think, like, a lot of things I thought were funny before, now I think, oh, it's just people enjoying themselves. And I think some of my family and friends think that's annoying, but I'm alright with that because I'm a happier person. So the last part, or after, like, before we had to leave each other, frustration and panic set in for myself, because I auditioned for acting last year in the UK, and I have gotten, like, I had a place, but I couldn't take it because I didn't have the money, and I didn't even think about the money part while auditioning because I didn't think I had a chance. So it was great that I now knew I had a chance because I actually have a place, but I couldn't take it, and that was very, very hard for me to process. I cried a lot in the car to my grandma. I've got the email, and they're saying, oh, decide now or tomorrow if you're going to take the place. You have to pay. And I knew I couldn't pay it, and my parents couldn't pay it. And then we were going to my grandma. She was trying to help me, like, oh, if like your mom pays 4,000, and we were like, no, it's not working. You don't have to do the math. We did it. But I had to deal with that. It's like I had to deal with that. What I have is alright, and I learned a lot about appreciating my situation and any situation I'm in. I'm like, through the year, like until now. It's now like almost a year later, and now it's setting in that I'm starting to just experience more joy with things I have, and there is a connection to that. But also, I feel like it was also very hard, and it is very hard to not lose motivation and hope, because all of a sudden I had to audition for German drama schools, not over Zoom, for a country I didn't even want to study in, for Ireland I knew nothing about, and it was a very different experience than this tunnel of ideal life I went through when auditioning for UK, because I read Harry Potter and I had like this idolized picture of me studying there, and then I had to think of alternatives and I had to be okay with that, and not losing your motivation and hope. Also auditioning again, and you know your chances are very, very, very low. It's very low chance that you get this chance again. So that was also the most frustrating part. I knew now I have the chance. I have this place for the bachelor in acting, and now I have to throw it away, throw it in the wind, and it's not gonna help me with anything. But I can't take the place, and my little chance is now gone again. So that was hard, and while I have to try not to lose motivation and hope, so I keep trying, I also can't be that realistic. And I think the resolution for that is to live in the moment and to not think about it at all, or at least try not to think about it at all, which closes the circle for the be okay with what you have thing. Appreciate what you have, do the best out of what you have, try to enjoy with the things you have in reach, which can be different things for everybody, but also for that you have to have an idea of what you want. I'm lucky. I have a few friends that don't know what they want. Like one specifically, and he doesn't know what to do, and that's even worse than not getting a place at your uni. So find out what you want and have an idea of what you want, which can be really hard, and also something, it's not something life gives you. I think you really have to just try out different things and find something you really, really, really enjoy and just make it your mission. You have to make something your mission, because life's not gonna give you something, at least in most cases. You have to be passionate about something, so passionate you actually want to do it. So I'm talking about like jobs now, I guess. But it can be a hobby also, but like having something to do, so you have to make something your mission. So I think that makes life more fun. But it doesn't work for anyone, because sometimes you don't have this one big thing you would like to do. And also you can find anything. I have to think about that again, which is alright. This is discovery of myself. This is what this channel is for. Like, I have a diary, but you're the diary too now. And the last thing I want to say, not the last thing, the two last things. alternatives are okay, but you don't have to settle with your alternative. You just have to be okay with it in the moment, which is hard because nowadays, in this time and time efficiency is very, very important. And for example, in acting, people tell you, if you don't start young, you don't have a chance, which is, I think it's bullshit. You have a better chance, but you still have a chance, and people want the better chance. I get that. But also, in order to make yourself free of this stress, you have to accept that what you have right now is alright. And you can keep trying, and you should, but just enjoy the moments you have with the people around you, with the house you're living in, with the jobs you get now, with the theater projects you are able to do, and close, or be in closure with uncertainty. Enjoy the projects you are doing, and get projects. Do something. But it's alright that you don't know what project you're gonna do in the next month. And it's alright that you're not gonna know where you're living in September, which is the case for me right now. Just try to not care about the future that much, but choose your goal and still care about it a bit, but don't stress about it. That's what I wanted to say. 12 minutes. Maybe I'm going to cut this, but maybe not. Maybe this is my first YouTube video without an introduction. Look at my room. I like my room. I'm okay with it. But I still want to move out of my parents' house, even though I like them.